Rich, thank you so much, buddy. Let's get right into it.
You're just going to cast this one. Go ahead.
I'm just casting by myself?
Yeah, that's what Rich said.
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, he did leave you out of that. So rude.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it's
hey, Rich, can you give me a water?
It's an insecurity thing with Rich being 3'7". But we'll get right into it. You saw some stats there from Dashy. He has been electric thus far on this Complexity roster. What are they going to be able to do? And a couple storylines you can think about. A lot of these guys have teamed together, obviously, between Complexity and Enigma6. I mentioned earlier, you know, Sensor was trying to get into the Stage 1 Pro League with Enigma6. Falls a little bit short. Now he's able to do it with Complexity, albeit not through necessarily earning it. A little bit different. It wasn't really through a tournament, but more kind of the combination of forces of having Blast and Ricky on that team. But regardless, he's going to be in the Pro League. So you got to think if you're, I mean, I guess the point I'm trying to make, if you're General Enigma6, you kind of want to come in here and pound Complexity, right? Like,
yeah, definitely so. And once again, we saw them at Birmingham. The potential that this Enigma6 roster has. They beat some of the best teams in respawns.
Abizi was destroyed.
Yeah, Abizi had some great matchups. But again, if a couple of Search and Destroys go a little bit differently at Birmingham, they might have potentially been a top 6 team there.
I heard the FaZe guys talking about Abizi and basically just saying how just from a talent perspective, like he was frying them. And that's coming from like Zoom and Attach. So that's pretty high praise when you're talking about somebody flying around with the SMG. But we'll see what he's able to do over the course of this series. But at least over the opening moment or two, it's going to be Enigma6 that has the early edge. Nice control there and ventilation now chaining this into Operation Bunker. They have a nice, nice setup. Well, actually, really, they have 3 kind of spawning out right now. They have to get back to the hard point and try and get the assistance in here. Yeah,
and Sender's just trying to stay alive. You can see in that bottom right, he's very close to Streaks. He's going to find a Glide Bomb. Can he win this one? No, Ricky, that's a big 2-piece out of him. But as you said, Abizi, that young talent is there to trade that kill. He's getting all this time. And we've seen this a lot on Valkyrie, right? If you have a good first hard point, you can take that to Operations Bunker where you can really string a solid lead together.
And you just don't want to get in that spot where, you know, you're trailing by nearly 100 points and you have to try and battle back throughout the entire game. The Swarm is coming in late in the final 20 seconds, at least going to be the Complexity. What do you think about that? Like in a spot where you're down this much, do you have to fight for those 20 points? Or do you think about rotating early?
I personally would have loved to see them rotate early, but we'll see because, again, Enigma6, they're already set up at storage. A couple of kills going to go the way of theirs, so that'll relieve some pressure. Right now they have a 2 versus 4 on this side. If Complexity can break on through, I love that play, but we'll have to see because Enigma6 can get a big amount of time right here.
This is huge. Blast and Ricky getting it done. The final 20 seconds, now the early time going into Storage Bunker. Massive for them. Ricky started chaining together some kills. He's getting pretty close to Streaks, but it's going to be Abizi that gets the better of him. Dashy, though, still on the hard point. Trading that out. He's been statistically a phenom, at least through day 1 here at CWL Seattle. It's early in the game, but he's 5-7. We'll see if he can pick it up here. Starting to connect with the shots in the bar, but nice job. A little hit the straight there as Abizi. General follows it up, and they're able to bust on through.
Yeah, definitely so, but Ricky can make a big play here with it. He can get some more scrap time. Oh, nice shots out of Abizi. And Enigma6, if you look at that mini-map, they are going to have office control for that next hill. But it looks like they're going to sort of give it up and try to play for this scrap time. Couple of kills go their way, and well, Doug, the last player in there, he's going to get taken down. You already have Abizi inside that office. Number 7 on the mini-map. He's just staying alive right now. You can see, though, Complexity, all of those red arrows trying to bust on through.
Here they come. He's able to at least take the first gunfight, and he does have Diabolic ready in the back. That grenade's not going to go where you want it, but it ends up pushing it forward, and he's able to make both kills. So it puts a little extra pressure on himself with his own grenade, but it doesn't matter.
Like crap. Yeah, kind of like crap, but you know what? He's able to get those kills. He had some help from the back as well. Nice shots out of Diabolic, very close to Streaks. Doesn't have a fighter pilot, though. I don't know how players forget to equip the strongest streak in the game for them.
Yesterday?
I don't understand how that happens, but Diabolic, he's going to get taken down, but a solid lead so far for Enigma6. They're up about 70 points. They are working on this scrap time as General. He's having a great game at 14-7.
General light it up with this bar in hand. He certainly had the edge over Dashy when you see him at 9-12 as he just beams Ricky there out of the window. We know the talent he's capable of. We talked about Dashy being kind of that top 3 in overall KD. General has not been that guy this year, but last year and the year prior, you know, he's like that assault type figure, a guy that you expect to be in that like top 5 range in KD. Yeah. We know what he's capable of. He can turn it on for sure.
Yeah, definitely can. Sender there, he's going to call in a Glide Bomb. The push does come in, but Blast and Ricky are able to find a couple of kills, but did they forget about Sender? A nice pinch right here. They don't recognize the spawn outs. And well, Sender may make them pay as well. He's just waiting for his team. Yes, Abizi does take him down. The Blast for the last guys left. And there we go. Enigma6, they should be able to break on in. But just like that, there's Ricky and Sensor.
Yeah, I don't know. You think if Sender is able to pick up that first kill, maybe the domino kind of goes their way. But as it stands, this Complexity, it's still able to hold on to smokestacks. It's crucial time for them. They really, really needed it as Enigma6 was starting to bust open a big lead here. Enigma6, though, as I say that, right back into the hard point. Diabolic going to be the last man standing as the grenade picks up General, not able to win the one-on-one. Yet another two-piece for Ricky as he's able to find it, but they're going to need a lot more than that. It's the deficit pretty big right now. Obviously, Complexity still very much in the game, but they really need to get a full hold here.
No, they definitely do. And once again, Ricky pushed that scrap time, right? He got the final 10 seconds, great, but that gives Enigma6 early control. The trades go the way of Diabolic and crew, but he's going to get out of that hill and push out a cut. That'll start another set of gunfights. We'll see who's able to finally get control. Ricky's able to find two. He's been the key guy for Complexity so far.
He really has, Joe. Enigma6, though, ending contesting right now with 30 seconds remaining. Complexity really needs some time right now. Dashy doing the damage. He's going to open it up for Sensor and Ricky to fly on in. But it's been good from Enigma6. It feels like when Enigma6 has gotten their time, it's been solid holds. Complexity's really had to like battle for their time. E6 has done a good job making sure it's not been like clean seconds for them. It's not been easy setups. It's been very scrappy. I think it's a big part of the reason why you see the advantage for them.
No, exactly that. Again, those early rotations typically go the way of Enigma6, but as you can see, this operations bunker, finally, Complexity has some early control, but they don't have the back spawns, but spawns are pretty split on the minimap, but a couple of kills go the way of E6. What can Blastful do? Able to find one, make it two as well. Great kills out of him.
Can he get these streaks too, Joe? Very, very close, and maybe that's something that can help spark a comeback here for Complexity. We know they had some amazing comebacks yesterday. What was it, down 120 against LG, I think was the comeback they were capable of, so you gotta think they could absolutely come back down to 50 when you're going up against Enigma6. You do get some streaks on Blast now. Is that going to be a big catalyst here for them to mount this comeback? Sensor still trying to roam, look for the kill. Dashy should make the call. Well, the call it is, guys, I got him. The nade post-death, able to find both.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the scoreboard, something interesting, right? Dashy's the main AR so far, and, well, he has the most engagements on the team, even General on the other side of Enigma6. So those guys playing very aggressive, right? General's having 27 and 16.
There's two types of ARs in this game, you know. Yeah, well, you can compare kind of methods in Slasher with that change. Like a guy that's going to set up in the hard point a little bit more and play slow, or a guy that flies around looking for those kills a bit more. Dashy strikes me as someone that's going to be flying around looking for kills, not posted up in the hard point so much. And that's actually been two different styles you kind of had of teams. Who is that hard point guy? Is it one of your subs or is it your main AR?
Yeah, definitely so. Complexity, though, they're right back in this one, only down 17. And Enigma6 trying to break through this storage bunker. The second half of the game has gone the way of Complexity. Blastful, he's going to call in a fighter pilot, but not able to find anything. General still alive in this hill. Could he find the third? No. And there we go. Streaks for Sensor.
Sensor, 18 and 20. He was struggling early in the game, but now a 7 streak has gotten him back in it. But I'll tell you where he hasn't been struggling. That's in the objective. And Joe, they can't see you at home, but you got your hands in the air. What didn't you like there?
That was a very questionable artillery strike right there.
Thankfully, it didn't matter, it looks like. I think they're still going to be able to hold it here as no one's gotten close.
But that's such a strong streak, especially when you consider the opportunity that you have at smokestacks. I mean, yes, maybe they have a couple others, but it just seems like as soon as he got that, he just placed it down right away. Either way, Complexity, they do take the lead by 20 seconds, but Enigma6 have offense control.
I've almost like stopped trusting artilleries in that manner. Like when you're trying to cut off a lane, how many people do we see run through them yesterday, like almost unscathed? Like it's one thing if you're dropping out a hard point and keeping people out of it because you have to stay in it for a long time, but I don't know. I just feel like we've been seeing people cruise on through them like there's nothing there. But
sure.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be able to. I'm just saying. I still have it a couple times yesterday where I'm like, all right, well, screw it.
Yeah, but General able to find all 4. He's on a 7 spree, 37 and 17 out of him. There's that ×4 multi-kill on your screen. He's having a great one, and he has some streaks for E6. So as we go over to smokestacks, right, obviously pre-update, we saw so many streaks invested there. Haven't seen that as much, but this is going to remind me of a game.
Yeah.
No pre-update because both these teams have so many streaks as we go to that next hill.
Oh, it's absolutely going to start raining down from the sky here soon once we get over to smokestack. You see General there with the full streaks. One-on-one gunfight here. He actually, despite the fact he's weak with that bar, he's able to back down Blast at least for a moment. Now the new hard point going to pop. Positioning on the minimap, it looked to be favoring Complexity, but 2 are going to spawn top for Enigma6, and that's going to allow them to get close now behind the fighter pilot. What's he going to be able to find here, Joe?
Yeah, the big thing is all of Enigma6 are indoors, right? So that allows General to get all of those kills. Complexity would have ran right into the E6 member, so that was a nice little trap setup. right there from E6, but Sensor, he's going to respond with a fighter pilot of his own.
And this is exactly what you expected. The streaks coming in. There's the artillery now. So, oh, they had another one on complexity. So one called kind of on the backside, one towards the front in the street. And this is just chaos. Everybody trying to get an inch here, but you got to fight for a mile right now as there's just nowhere to go. That doesn't look fun at all.
No, it doesn't. There we go. Both are going to end, though. We'll see. As E6, they can't win on this hill, but it would put them very close. Dashy, he's going to break on in. And well, it looks like we're going to head towards ventilation, but a couple of kills go the way of complexity. They should be able to get early control, but Abizi's here. Can he find any more besides Sensor?
He should drop. He should. Oh,
he's still alive, and a glide bomb's coming in as well. This could be perfectly timed from General and Abizi, but, well, it does go complexity's way.
But he survived long enough, at least for support now to come in. Can they trade these back and forth? Remember, it's been a really good job from Enigma6, at least able to contest around the hard point. They've now gotten in. What looked great for complexity has now gotten terrifying for them. Only 10 more points needed now for Enigma6. They're close to closing this game out. 2 players spawning out from complexity. Both the players in the hard point are dropped. That's going to be map 1 as Enigma6 are able to take it, Joe.
Oh, look at General talking some smack
I asked you, is this an important game to him? I think you see right there, yes it is. And, well, he destroyed them.
And these teams from the open bracket have just come out swinging. We saw it in the first round. Now we're seeing it here in the second one. And it's not just this matchup. It's happening all over the place. But first, I want to get carried away. Let's actually look at this match. Mud, you were bringing up some very good points. Let's talk a little bit about artillery. We've obviously seen some changes, and the effects are starting to be noticed in the game.
Yeah, we heard Clint say how a lot of players seem to be running through the artillery now. You got to remember, Armored was buffed by about 15%. So maybe that's allowing them to eat one of those extra explosions, allowing them to traverse around the map. But as you saw, when they put the artillery strike right on the smokestack hardpoint, easily wipes it out because you can't run through that. You got to be there to collect the time.
Exactly, and ultimately we are going to see another team from the open bracket getting an early lead here. This is. If you told me this was the way that Seattle was going to play out, day 1, every single team that made a roster change looks absolutely insane. Day 2, every single team that makes it out of the open bracket looks insane. I just don't even know what day 3 is actually going to look like. Well, what's going on here, Clint?
I would have thought this was 3 weeks prior. Like, I would have thought it was April Fool's. Like, if someone tweeted out like the bracket, the way we thought it was going to go into championship bracket with like your Rise, Splice, Red, who am I forgetting? LG, all in losers. I'd have been like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. Good one, right. But apparently that's what's in the water here in Seattle, the Northwest. What is happening?
It's absolutely crazy. We're going to jump into another matchup that is going on in Bravo right now. We have Ghost Gaming leading in their S&D. It is 4 rounds to 1 here, Joe.
Yeah, it definitely is. But you can see Envy were able to win that map number 1, right? It was pretty back and forth. Envy, they were able to take it, but Ghost Gaming, you would expect a solid search and destroy team. Anytime you talk about Parasite or Lacefield, they're always on great S&D teams.
Wasn't this the map that Envy played against Optic yesterday and railed them?
Yes.
Wasn't it like 6-1, 6-2? Like destroyed them?
Yeah, 6-1.
Yeah, it was like close.
4 minutes.
Like Envy was dominant. Yeah, it was a very, very quick game. So I guess I'm impressed to see Ghost having this effort, considering how good Envy looked here.
Well, Lacefield's also 11-1 on a 10 spree.
That helps. That helps.
You got to remember, too, with that, we saw Chino taking complete control of mid-map every round. He was rushing top mid with the sniper. At that point, you're just getting easy picks there. Now, 2 and 6. Not going to have the same results there.
I'm very surprised right now by everything that has been unfolding. And now as we start to move forward in our alpha match, do you think Enigma6 is going to be able to repeat the success that they had on the first map? Obviously, the series was very close, Clint. The first map was very close.
I would think just with these 2 rosters, I mean, I personally would give the edge to complexity when it comes to search and destroy, but they are also a little bit more newly formed. So that almost by itself, if it wasn't for the results we've had this weekend, would make me lean towards maybe giving a little bit of an edge to E6. But just based on the results this weekend, I think this might be a complexity 3L. I think they're going to come out and take the series.
If we've learned one thing here in Seattle, it's predictions may not be the route. So instead of going with predictions right now, let's jump straight into map number 2. It's going to be complexity versus Enigma6.
We mentioned that Dashy had the number 3 overall KD in Respawn. He's number 2 in Search and Destroy. He's been good there as well, Joe.
Yeah, 1.68. That's a great first day, especially against the teams that they went up against.
I think the only person above them was Kenny, and Kenny had like a 2.08 or something astronomical like that. And I know it's not a lot of matches, and just a handful of Search and Destroys, but still some special stuff. But let's see what Enigma6 can do on offense here, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. So you have General with a sniper, you got Dashy with a sniper. We're going to have a bit of a battle. Ricky, though, he's going to get taken down. Nice shot right there from General as he continues that performance from map 1.
Yeah, it's got to feel good. You dominate map 1, and you come in here and hit the opening snipe. Just continue to build the confidence. And now you can see the play developing for Enigma6. They're starting to push over to B. So you're really going to have Sensor going to be in the first man position. Blast has got eyes on the crosshair from mid-map. And Dashi all the way in the back. Dashi might actually be the one that really has to make a play of that snipe. If he can find a pick when they start to push in.
Yeah, and I think that was a great play because you saw General through the smoke, and it looked like Complexity read it very well. They 3-stacked this B site. Sensor's able to make it a 3 versus 3 with 27 seconds left. And Enigma6 is going to have to make a play on that bomb soon. And are they going to try and wrap back? Not too sure, but General posts out just a little bit. Blastful able to take him down.
So things, despite the fact you're up 4-3 for Enigma6, things have started to fall apart. Blash is kind of toying with him here at the truck. Findable drop, but it's Dashi. It's able to hit the side in the back. Suddenly going to be a 1 versus 1. Is there enough time technically to get it, but not going to go for the plan. It's going to be the 1-on-1. Tickles him with the pistol. Now backing down. Lets time go. Nice stuff there. I like how he played that.
No, definitely so. It was very confident. He figured as soon as he saw Diabolic not planting that bomb, that he had to go and check it, right? And, well, Diabolic shoots him a couple of times. He runs away. He just had a second left. Still, though, a great win from Complexity when you consider Ricky gets first picked. So it was a nice first blood from General, but as soon as they tried to rotate over towards that B site, Complexity were able to read it.
All right, well, let's see what they can do in our next round. So 1 first blood for Enigma6 is going to result still in a round loss. He is going to have the sniper out again. Oh, Ricky, be careful. Be careful, Ricky.
Yeah, but look at all this information General has, right? He knows there's nobody lower A, so they're sort of 2 stacking the B site. You have 1 guy middle, but a lot of pressure on a BZ and Diabolic.
Smoke out their mid, so no vision there for General. BZ doing what he can, but unfortunately Blast going to be able to take him down with the STG. 3-on-3 now, under a minute to go. General now with the smoke on has vision of mid. Dashi's got to be careful, but able to hit that cross with the quickness and get through before General's able to hit the snipe. General just flying on through. They're not ready for that at all.
No, I don't think they would expect him to do that, but he's able to make a confident play. Just finds the timing. Now a 3 versus 1 for Ricky. He gets taken down, and Enigma6 able to respond.
How were there no eyes, I guess, on mid-cut there? What went wrong for the setup you had?
I mean, maybe they knew that someone was pushed up lights, and as soon as they saw that player cross through gate, maybe they just sort of guessed the last player was watching the flank somehow, right? So I think General just found a really solid timing right there.
Absolutely. A solid timing or a miscomm on the other side of things, because that shouldn't happen. With him flying out off top boxes, but it works out. Enigma6 there does get around on the board, so they rebound after dropping a 4v3 advantage in the first round. And now we'll be all tied up. Diabolic, nice start from him. He's going to be 4-0. He'll be your bomb carrier as well, so he's going to be building towards streaks, especially if he's able to get this bomb down. They're going to have Sensor isolated here on the site. Nades in. Sensor's got to back up. He's already sprinting back. I think, yep, able to get away with his life. So you invest a lot of utility there if you're Enigma6. You do back him up and get a little bit more room on the site, but Sensor's still up.
Yeah, exactly that. Sensor played it very well, just backing on up. He's going to repeat now. He has the help of Dashi. He's going to get back to that blue truck, and you have Dashi watching his lights. So as you said, a couple of nades go through, a smoke goes down, and once again, Enigma6 not able to do anything, but Sensor's able to find General.
I thought for sure General was going to get the pick there, but nice shots from Sensor. I think he's still rocking. No red dot, or no scope on his gun. Okay, Sensor, well, you made the play. Thank you. Blast then kills him. They still have an advantage, though. 2 versus 1. Blast and Dashi going up against Sender. No streaks for Diabolic, as he's going to end up dropping in the round. And that'll be another round here to Complexity, despite the fact that they had to survive a team kill. And, well, you see Sensor laughing, because I think he's like, what just happened?
Yeah, exactly that. But that's 2 offenses in a row where Enigma6, you could see that they start a first push. They have great map position. They use a couple of nades for utility, and then they just back away. And at that time, they just don't have enough time to get to that other bomb site. Complexity reads them well once again.
So their pushes on offense just developing a little bit slow? Like they need a little bit more, to be a little bit more aggressive, you think?
Yeah, I think so, especially when you're going to commit that much to that B side. And then if you look at the first round, they get a pick towards the A site, and then they don't push it.
Well, what's changed about Search for you now with mostly having armor? Because before I remember hearing players say, like, if you use your tactical and don't get anything behind it, like that's almost a mistake. When you use your tacticals before, you needed to make a play. What is that now? Is that more like your nades, kind of? Like,
I mean,
did it change a
tacticals
little bit?
now with armored the way it is, it's kind of just information like, hey, somebody's over there, I hit him.
But how does that change Search and Destroy overall? Does it make it a little bit harder to hit sites when you know you can't stun somebody up necessarily in the back?
I mean, I think it makes it easier because you're not getting stunned, right? You're not getting stunned.
That's true. That's true. You're not getting slowed
yes,
down.
they are going to know you're there, but you can still allow that push. Nothing's really going to stop you.
Is that maybe why are you surprised to see a lack of aggression maybe coming out of their offensive rounds then?
Yes, I am.
Well, let's see if they can maybe start to change it a little bit here. Joe, I love you just breaking it down. Joe DeLuca. God, you're a champion.
Thanks, baby.
I'm going to live in your basement one day. Can't wait.
Totally okay with that.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. But we'll get back to the game now. As I was thinking about how glorious that'd be to just play video games in your basement forever. 3-1 advantage in this game, too, for complexity. But it's all going to be on Ricky now to try and make a play. They're still 3 up for Enigma6. That nade probably would have killed him if the shots not come in and dropped him.
Yeah, but there's the aggression from Enigma6, right? They smoked that A cross. They immediately
exactly
get into it. Yep, and you see they're able to close that out. Ricky, he was left in a 3v1, a very tough spot. But, yes, as soon as you see some aggression for Enigma6, they're able to capitalize.
Let's see what maybe they can do on defense if they can tie this one up at 3 apiece. Shot of our beautiful stage here in Seattle. But now let's get into our next round. Just take a look at that top left minimap and see the spread coming in. Pretty aggressive push, at least onto the A site for the defense. That's a B that gets tucked away in a pocket. But as you can see, all the pressure from the offense towards this B site. So Diabolic's going to be in the back, and you've got multiple players top middle that have a quick rotation. I'm curious how Abizi's going to play this, if he's going to hit the flank quickly or just continue to give information to his team. Right now, just playing his life, and you can see, I mean, he's got a lot of information there. He sure as hell knows there's no pressure towards that A site.
Yeah, exactly that. You can see, though, Ricky starting to creep up a little bit. This is going to be that first engagement. Ricky, nice shots onto Abizi, but Abizi just going to back down, and he's got some help from General from top middle. But as soon as this is happening, Complexity knows they have a 2v3 on that B site, so Bomb is going to go down. There's that stun on the sensor. General's going to take him out. Sender with one, Diabolic with another, and just like that, Ricky's left in a 1v3, and they knew exactly where he was. He was the guy on the flank.
Checks with the nade. I don't know if he's going to get there in time. Not going to matter. If there's multiple players mid-cut, that's going to be a third round to Enigma6. We're all tied up here. Early complexity control now slipping away. And this would be, I mean, this would be tough. I mean, you lose a very close game 1. You're at risk of that here in a game 2. I just realized that I said complexity. I think I had potential of 3-0, and they lost map 1.
Yeah, you did.
I said that earlier. What the hell was I talking about?
I knew you meant.
3-1, yeah. I thought they were going to win the next 3. That just dawned on me 10 minutes later.
Yeah, but Enigma6 once again hitting this A site sender with a nice first blood on Ricky top middle. In complexity, it looked like they were going for a lot of top mid control in that round, but Enigma6 were there to counter. Nice shots right there out of Blastful as he takes down the bomb carrier. And while Abizi, he saw him drop down, but he can't get an angle. This is a tough shot. You get no auto aim through through those pillars. So Abizi now, he gets some shots in the blast, but he's going to have to chase him.
That's just a gunfight you never want to take. It's difficult for both sides of it. Abizi now gets into a bit of a power position there on the bomb side, but he doesn't have a lot of help right now. General now getting in position to help. Abizi doing it all, though. He's tagged up and still able to stay up. He tries to fly out. Nice nade from Sensor. He's able to pick him up, and the help that comes in from General gets cut down. It's now all going to be on Cinder. He's got vision on 1. And Cinder has 4 kills in a row, so you got to really think about how you play this, but not going to matter because he gets beamed from the window by Doug Sensor Martin.
Yeah, and that round to me just goes back the way of complexity when Blast is able to find that first kill, right, to make it a 3 versus 3. Abizi wasn't in a good enough position to trade it. And then complexity, they're able to read it correctly. Nice shots right there out of Doug.
Shot the complexity boys, they're talking it through. Now, what can Enigma6 bring here? We'll get deeper and deeper into this game, too. Complexity up around. Dashy hit marker, not able to finish him. That's Abizi that gets pretty lucky there on the cross. We've seen him play aggressive on that A site. It's probably a play call. Maybe they can pick him before he gets into position.
Yeah, and you can see Abizi is pushed up to that window. So once again, they have a ton of information towards that A side. Lets them know there's no pressure on that site. So then it's on Diabolic to just stay alive towards B. Because last time when Complexity hit that B site, they were able to win it through middle of the map. Dashy just missing General as General was peeking through that gate.
Yeah, in general, you know, he's kind of in a position to make sure that they can't get that sniping spot onto Abizi, maybe to pick him out of the window. He's watching him from water steps, so he's got to be careful he doesn't peek too high or he'll get caught. You assume Dashy won't miss a second, but Dashy's actually moved up. And how does Abizi move up. So you have the sniper relocate, and that allows Abizi to get into a spot here. So he is so dead in the back, and actually a little bit closer than maybe it should have been. But it's going to be a 2-on-2.
Yeah, and they know they're split apart, right? They knew Abizi was in their base, so Ricky and Sensor are just trying to force a 2 versus 1 on one site, but they don't commit to either. And well, that buys Abizi enough time to get Sensor off that bomb. Now you have a 2v1 for Ricky.
Ricky's been in a lot of spots where he is last up. A bunch of 1v3s, I think a 1v4, now a 1v2, a little bit more manageable. But he's got to get the bomb down. Unfortunately for him, Diabolic's still in a position to disrupt that play. Ricky just can't get eyes on him. Finally going to spot him, but it's too late. And that is another round to Enigma6.
Yep, back and forth we go on this game number 2. If you missed game 1, it was a very close Valkyrie hardpoint, but Enigma6, with the help of General, was able to take down Complexity. An early lead for Complexity in this search and destroy, but Enigma6 fight back.
They're staying alive here, Joe. Are you surprised at all just through I know we're not through the second game yet, but what were your expectations, I guess, coming into this particular series? Did you think it'd be a kind of an easy series for Cole?
No, I thought it was pretty back and forth. Once again, we saw what Enigma6 was capable of at Birmingham, right? Again, they had a lot of close series through their Saturday and pool play, so not surprised at all. And again, Complexity, a brand new roster.
A crucial round here to break the 4-4 tie. It is going to be a quick plant coming in from Enigma6. Now it's going to be a 4-on-4 retake for Complexity. Abizi watching bottom. You can see on X-Ray, Blast is trying to get information. Blast is going to spot him. He gets so tagged, he's going to have to back up almost immediately. They have to find an opening here. And so far, Complexity has not been able to find it. Under 30 to go and no kill. Now 2 suddenly come in for Complexity, make it a 3rd. It's going to be Cinder now by himself. Cinder's going to have to clutch. He's dropped, and that is a big round for Complexity. That's a quick plant for Enigma6. They're able to make the aggressive play. Unfortunately, the 4 versus 4, they can't hold.
Yeah, that 1 versus 1 that we saw lower docks just a couple of times went the way of Blastful, and that allows them to open up that site, right? It gives them another angle they can use with that lower docks inside the site, and, well, that starts the retake for Cole.
I was saying, 20 seconds into that post plant, no kills at all, not a lot of action, just some nades that are checked, and you have the one-on-one gunfight between Abizi and Blast, but after that, they come in a flurry, and you get 3 down for Enigma6 almost instantly. And the final drops right after it. So E6 have to win this if they're going to push this to a round 11, or can Complexity now close it out. General with the sniper just a little off. They give him a second shot there. Maybe he thought he's not going to have time to get it up again. The smoke's there as well, and I can get in position, but this certainly looks like a round 11. Ricky, another situation where he's going to be last alive.
Yeah, he really has been in these situations so many times.
We saw it yesterday,
especially on offense.
Rise a million times.
Yeah.
He was that guy.
Just the guys who are left watching the flank, especially when they tend to go towards that B side to get him out. General here, nice snipe from him. He picked up 2 that round. We're headed to a round 11.
Yeah, he got fortunate, at least the first one, that he got a second crack at it. Likely should have had a kill, I think, on a sensor to open up the round. Misses, but then Blast trying to cross is going to get caught. So here we go. Round 11. You had a 250, 200 type game, at least in the first one. Very close, hard point. Now, the distance here in game 2. Complexity will be on offense. Dashi got a hit marker in this position before he does see Abizi cross. Now, Abizi, when he gets aggressive here, a couple times he's been able to get into a position where he's able to make a play. And once again, there he is, with his second first blood and able to retreat with his life, and now Complexity in trouble.
Yeah, that's a great play from Abizi to stay alive. It finally looked like Complexity was going to commit to that ace site. That was the first time that we've seen him do it on offense. And
I just want to call him Beezy, but we have another Beezy, so I can't. So I've almost screwed it up 10 times. Let's see if Complexity can clutch up in this 3v4. Round 1, I believe, was a 3v4 for Complexity, so they've done it before. Wow, Dashi challenges with the snipe. It looks like General's got him. But suddenly, that highlight type play, the round becomes a whole heck of a lot more interesting. But
Abizi, yeah, Abizi's in such a
great
great
spot. Clear him off the
spot.
site. He gets traded. Dashi, he's got a couple of kills now. He's going to get peeked and dropped. And now it's all going to fall to Ricky. He's been in this situation throughout the entire game. It was a 1v2. Now going to be a one-on-one bomb inside the A site. How does he opt to play this, Joe?
Yeah, it looked like he watched that cross. Did he see him? No. It looked like he did. He knows bomb has to be down inside of A. Well, he's going to go back towards his side, and Ricky's not going to go for the plant.
There you go, Enigma6, they get the 1v1, and I'm not sure if that was Ricky had to decide. Like, basically, if he's not going to plant, it's a coin flip, right? You're guessing right, you're guessing left. Where it's going to come from, Diabolic, he knows what's going down. I mean, he can basically safely assume that they're trying to get the plan in, and he is able to clutch up Joe. E6 up 2-0.
Yeah, and I mean, Ricky was once again left in that position, right, where he was the last one alive. But I was a little worried there for E6, left in that 1 versus 2. You saw Sender. He got shots taken at him, and, well, he peeked through.
Let's take a look at the play of the game presented by Scuff. This was, I thought, almost enough for Dash as he re-peeks and challenges General, hits him with the quickness. Nice shot, but not enough. Is down the stretch. It's going to be E6 who continue to control it here, Joe, and now they're looking at a 2-0 edge.
Yeah, definitely so, but we're going to head to a flag tower, capture the flag, I believe, next. That is one where you have to look at guys like Sensor who are able to make plays, and then on the side of E6, can they have that dominant performance once again from General in a respawn?
Some of these pulls starting to get very interesting. If we see E6 come in here and get a big 3-0, that can certainly mix things up. Lightning Pandas, they're trying to get it done against Echo Fox as well, but a lot of these teams coming in from the open bracket looking very, very strong. Guys, we'll be right back.
This is GG.
guys, Jess here bringing you an update on the open bracket. So round 7 is currently going on right behind me, and we've had a couple of notable upsets, most of which would be Team Vitality, who came over out of relegation. Also, Hydra Gaming are knocked out of the competition. But notable teams that are still alive are Vast Esports, who is Theory's new team, as well as GGEA Orange and Nordic, who both came over from relegation. So once again, this was your open bracket update. Stay tuned for more updates throughout the day.
Thank you very much, Jess. Yeah, we got to keep that in mind. And of course, we also need to keep in mind the teams that have already made it out of the open bracket into pools.
Tell us about it, Rich.
I was about to, Maven.
I can't do this.
Maven, you're in timeout. You're not allowed to talk on the desk.
Are you going to tell us about it?
Yeah, tell us about it, Rich. I was trying to hype you up. Come on.
Rich, could you tell me about the open bracket matchups,
Rich,
please?
let us know what's going on, man.
All right, so one of the big things that we got to take a look at right now, Envy versus Ghost, all tied up at 1-1. Lightning Pandas versus Echo Fox, that's going to be 2-1 in favor of Echo now. And then EZG versus EG, we saw that 1-0 lead in favor of EZG. So one of the, I don't know what's going on right now. It's insane.
Yeah, I just walked by, I believe it was Bevels and Silly, and they were just like, yeah, the guys on EZG definitely watched our stuff last night. So not sure, it seems like EZG did a lot of prep work.
They looked good against Splice too. Ultimately, Splice does find their footing a little bit later on in that series and manages to take the win. But overall, this is one of the best performances we've seen in a very long time from teams coming out of the open bracket consistently in pretty much every round.
And I think the big thing is too is there's not a lot of underdogs, right? I feel like a lot of these teams, they typically get upset, right? Like there's usually one or two that get out and you say, yeah, they can have an impact on pools. But if you look across these pools, you feel like 3 or 4 of these teams can all have significant impact.
Let's see if Enigma6 can have that impact on the rest of the tournament right now. They are leading. They are on match point in this series against Complexity.
Here we go, Joe. Let's see if they can pull off the 3-0. Watching Ricky right now, Complexity though, who's going to be trying to bring this series back. There's a bit of pressure here. He had Sensor to work with, but as he drops, it all falls to Sensor. And as Sensor drops, so does the pressure from Complexity.
Yeah, that was nice shots out of a BZ to take down Ricky. I feel like when you get an AR in that position, you can do a lot of damage. On board, Ricky, he's going to switch over to a PPSH, so only rocking that AR on the break. Dashy, though, still has that bar out. Ricky able to find a BZ that'll allow him to push up that map, but pretty much both teams fighting for map control. But Blashwell, he's trying to make a play. He's able to spot one. Did he win this gunfight? No, nice shots out of Sender to take him down.
Yeah, he didn't get a bullet out.
No,
I don't think as Sender turned and snapped. But everybody's trying to look for an opening right now. Not too much to work with. Some nice shots from Sensor though onto a BZ. They're able to back down the top window as well, as that'll allow him to get forward. Dashy trades the kill as well. They've got a 2-on-3 push developing right now. Nice shots from General. Again, traded out, but the only one in position really to strike is going to be Blast. He's waiting for the reinforcements to come in. You got a little bit of a timing window, at least where you have man advantage here. If you can win that gunfight would have been big. That might have been the opening to allow you to hit, but now multiple players coming in off spawn, and this looks like the last time Complexity had a push, just like kind of one by one.
Blashful's here. Yeah, I'd say a little bit staggered for Complexity, but can Blashful make a play? Nice shots as he snaps on a Diabolic, but Diabolic able to clean him up. But as you said, yeah, Complexity pretty staggered in their offensive pushes so far.
Yeah, it feels like once the reinforcements get there, like the first guy or second guy's already dropped, right? They just haven't been able to really have a nice 4-man push. Can Cinder and company now get it done and maybe strike first? There's the touch. He's got a little bit of help at the back. Dashy is at least able to pick up a kill. Diabolic, though, finds one on the other end of things, and does he get to the edge? Able to do it. So now they're getting chased. The grenade's able to keep him weak, but Diabolic is here to help, but he wins another gunfight. That's going to be out. There's no streaks on Complexity, and Enigma6, the first nail here to maybe having a 3-0.
Yeah, definitely so. You're having a solid performance in this game 3 from the 2 veterans in Sender and Diabolic. You have streaks on Sender. He's 8-3 on a 4 spree. Can he find this fighter pilot? It would be so big, not able to do so as Blastful takes him down.
And I saw a couple times, I remember there's a London Docks that comes to mind, I believe at Birmingham, where Cinder and Diabolic kind of showed that they had that duo work. It was in CTF, and like, remember they had that crazy play where Cinder like killed 3 or 4 top middle, and Diabolic was there baiting for him the entire time, and I think it was you and I, we were like, wow, the chemistry still works, and that's sort of what you saw there, just working together, making the play. Cinder gets it, Diabolic picks up the kills, but now they have to deal with the pressure coming in the base. General and Cinder trying to deal with it. There's still 2 players here. You've got Ricky in the back. Ricky's found another kill. to be a tough gunfight to take, as you still have General here with the bar, and there's that 3-shot kill.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about Diabolic in CTF, I always think of that one play on Fringe, right?
I'll never forget it. He had 2 heat waves in the span of 2.5 seconds.
That's why it needed a nerf, that play right there. But anyways, a 4 streak for General. He's starting to heat up a little bit. Finds another one on Ricky, and now Enigma6, they're going to start that attack once again as they get complete map control. And the big thing is all of them stayed alive.
And you have streaks on center, and General's got to be getting relatively close as well, I would think. Yeah, he's working up towards him as well, so they're going to play behind this. Here comes a glide bomb. Spots multiple. Dashi, I would say Dashi and Sister need to get away from each other, but they're both going to end up dropping regardless, and another kill comes in for General. You want General to get this flag. You want him to get this touch. Somebody else actually picks it up, but he does get the kill, so at least going to get 1 streak. I mean, you would like to get the touch and the kill there, so you get some more streaks, but at least maybe a faster class is going to have it for Diabolic, and that's gone.
Yep, nice job right there for Sender to pick up that overextension. I thought he was going to give it up and give Sensor an opportunity to get that flag return, but Diabolic puts that one away. Now you have a 2-0 lead for E6 and a lot of streaks on the side.
Man, General hasn't died about 3 minutes. As he is challenging everything. Streak now up to 9, and maybe a rally here to come. 2 players have decided to push forward, not clear the base. 1 spawns deep, but not before General's going to get out of there.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to get out.
Thank you.
Yeah, but there's the kill. General still running. Oh, he wants to streak this. He's going to call
I was
the
going to
streak.
say, yeah, don't do that. Okay, I was going to say, that would have...
Wow, okay. He continues to cut him down. Streak now up to 10.
Now you can do it.
Yeah, now a little bit more safety as he's going to call it in. And here comes the flood through the front. It's going to be Diabolic. That's going to be the first one in. He's got Cinder to work with as well. They're hitting it. Not able to win the first gunfight, but Cinder wrapping around the back.
This can be a relay as well. This can be a relay as well if they're able to stay alive. Yeah, General, though, he wasn't close enough to that base.
Get in there!
Oh, but never mind, it was extra time.
Oh, yeah. It's all right, though. I was liking the hype at the moment.
Yeah.
But very good, final 2-3 minutes that you had there. Obviously, the 2 things that stood out to me, at least, was the kind of the duo work you had there with Diabolic and Sender, and then obviously when you have someone on your team that doesn't die for a majority of the half, typically assists as well, Joe.
Yeah, definitely so. And once again, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but the bar, right? Just making an impact. And again, we've seen so much STG over the past couple events during Stage 1. You see it every now and then.
Do you know how much the putting the long barrel on there extends that 3-shot kill range? Like, I'm not exactly sure. Like, I haven't tested exactly how much it extends.
I mean, if you go over to General, though, it seems like he's just using the grip in extended mags.
Oh, okay. So who was it that I saw with the advanced rifle? Oh, it was Sensor. It was Sensor that had it on the Search and Destroy, I believe. Oh, he does have it here, though.
That is an STG.
Oh, I honestly I was literally just looking at the attachments. I looked at the advanced rifling right away. I was like, he has it on. That's a different gun, Joe.
It's a beautiful day.
It is. It's Saturday in Seattle, the beautiful Northwest. We're close to the water. They have great fish here, beautiful women, and some great Call of Duty. Joe saved me.
I'm trying, but you just keep digging yourself deeper. I'm trying to bring you back.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm trying.
Enigma6 up 3-0. Looking to close the game out here in the final 4 minutes. 2 players up on defense for complexity. But streaks are going to be coming in. Glide bomb coming through, picks him up off the top gun. Diabolic now able to hit the back. General and Sender find all the kills. This is going to be another touch, and he's just able to get around the edge, so Blast can't hit the shots and will get picked by General as his reign of terror continues. General and Sender both on 3 streaks, both have a cap, both 17 and 9 in this one. But, well, there's a second here. He decides to just dive in for it. Risky. I thought he was going to take the gunfight and then get the score, but yeah, he just lunges for it.
Definitely a risky play, but I think the big thing is, once again, Enigma6, every time they get mid-map control, nobody's going down. They're not losing any gunfights, and that allows them to set up to use their streaks. When you look at the side of complexity, Blastful 8 and 16, Sensor 6 and 16, the slaying power just not there for complexity.
Well, yeah, when you look at the 2, like look at General and Sender and then look at Sensor and Blast. It's just the difference. They're basically they're flipping their KDs on their head.
Yeah.
It's tough to win. Very, very tough to win. Enigma6 has absolutely looked the better team, and you know, we kind of asked earlier, we were talking about on the desk, like, what team's going to slip up first? That looked really good yesterday with the team changes. Looks like it's going to be Complexity.
And I don't know the way the pools are going to play out and how safe Complexity is, but you would hate to go 2-1 yesterday in a very tough pool. You beat Luminosity, you look great, and then you go down 3-0 to E6.
I think they'll likely be okay because they have that head-to-head over LG, I would think, unless there's some sort of three-way tie that comes into play later. We'll have to wait and see. You can't call it yet, obviously, but at least you have the head-to-head over LG. And they lost what, the game 5 to United, I believe? That's why United's sitting at the top, because they're both 2-1, but United won the game 5.
Yeah, and then what if E6 wins a couple more matches, then they
true.
potentially could get out towards that winner bracket.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, they're absolutely not safe. It might not even matter the tiebreaker
Exactly.
with LG. It might just come down to what E6 is able to do.
And then if LG would to get 5th in their pool, that would be something.
Yeah. That would be. Where does that start them?
Top 24.
Eesh.
It's a long Saturday night and an early Sunday morning.
It is. It is. Sensor got a touch for just a moment, but I don't know. They've just been getting smoked here. I mean, the game 1 and 2 obviously very close. 50-point game in the hard point, round 11 in the search and destroy, but the CTF has not been that.
And I think the big thing that's sort of disappointing to me is I was very excited to watch Dashy and Blastful on the main stage, right? Have them show off their talent, but General has taken over this series. If you look at game 1, he carried them, he dominated them in that hard point, and then you look at game 2, they haven't even had a chance to show off.
How much do you attribute to that General obviously wants to come in and smash this team? That's got to be a piece of it, right? Like, we know he's talented, but like...
But so does Complexity. They're trying to make a statement, and they're trying to prove that they're a team that belongs in the Pro League, that this roster, every single match, they have to get better. They can't just say, oh, we went 2-1 Friday.
But you're in the Pro League at least. Like, I feel like you're playing with more chip on your shoulder if you're E6 for sure.
Sure, but I mean, it's just so tough. Again, every single match, Complexity needs to look at it as an opportunity to get better so they don't go 2-12 at stage 2.
That's true. That's true. Because we've had some teams do that. General, what a series he has had. Just melt after melt. He has been destroying in every one-on-one gunfight we've basically seen him have. Sometimes he's finding them in pairs. He's been disgusting, dude, as he continues to beam. One more? Okay, yeah, Sensor.
Just keep challenging him.
Yeah, just run away. No, actually, get out of there. He actually did. He just ran. He's like, oh, I'm good. Somebody else take the gunfight. Who's spawning next?
Yeah, and you can just see the
stuff. You can't get away from him! You can't get away from the General!
So I was saying, though, you can see that the subs just got shut down. Sensor 8 and 25 on a CTF. Not the best performance from him.
No, that's